Whenever you're going to be achieving something, life is going to hit you down, right? But you got to get up and still achieve it. You know, it's not about that you have got down and you've lost it. When you've not got up is when you've lost it. Maybe 75-80% I'm a failure in my life, all right? But that's okay, no? I'm happy that in 20% also, I'm content with what I have and I'm still achieving for more. You know, when you see India-Pakistan match, you know, which says Sachin, हर बॉल पे सिक्स नहीं लगता है सचिन का. Doesn't hit a six at every ball, but as long as the India wins, that's the important part.
Coming to my question about the achievement part of it, do you believe that your networking has become your achievement also?
Credibility is something which always works. Age group of say 20 and 30, you must not, or you rather should choose a boss that you're working. Save the Soil, the campaign was going on, was fascinating me, and I wanted to understand that how does the entire thing works according to him, what he's saying. So Sadhguru was explaining people that this is so important. You know, being grounded is so important.
Beyond your workspace, how do you manage to draw the line between personal life and professional life? Who's on air? Namaskaram. The brawn, the brain, and the man behind it. Let me ask, who is he? Who's Punish Sharma?
A shadow of Kamlksh Shetty.
आप मुझे ज़्यादा खुश कर रहे हैं. No, I'll quickly, before I ask you the question once more, who's Punish Sharma? I know you for a long time now, and I've seen you change, grow, regrow, metamorphose, and everything has happened to you. So who's Punish Sharma?
Who's Punish Sharma? I'm myself discovering myself, who the hell I am right now. Yeah, the changes that you're talking about is just part and parcel of the way the life has been going, Kamlksh. You just can't be what you are always. I was a kid and then I've grown up over a period of time, and so have you. Parivartan niyam hai na, and that's the only thing which is constant. If you don't change, तो दम नहीं है. So to be what you are, you have to keep evolving yourself. And that's what, as you must understand, that Punish Sharma is a name, but there's something which is constant. The name is constant and the rest of the other things are evolving slowly by slowly. तो जो पहले था अब भी वही हूँ, but in a better way. That is what is coming out, maybe.
Wow. दिल्ली से यहाँ तक आए और एक जर्नी है. When you come to a place like Mumbai, which is supposed to be the city of dreams, and you created a dream. I mean, you've been a part of the dream. कैसे सब किया?
I didn't had a plan for that, to be more precise. I was just going along with the waves, the way they're moving on. And somewhere down the line, this city was maybe had to come in front of me, and I chose. It was a matter of choice that do I stick to Delhi itself or should I make a move and start exploring that? And I did take that thing, all right? Or kuch nahi tha. So I had nothing in specific to say, but yeah, that excitement. Just sunte na, Mumbai is something which is alive. The city never sleeps. So I want you to experience that. What is this energy which is so high that if you look at it, a very financial hub of this whole country it is. तो कुछ तो दम है इसमें यार. So to explore all that is probably maybe I just landed up into Mumbai, and I was all alone when I landed up. All right. So there was, my parents were back in Delhi, and my brothers, any relatives and everybody, all back in Delhi. And I just moved in over to explore the city, and then the journey started going, and then it just kept on moving. It just kept on, still moving on, because the city never sleeps. It doesn't let me rest now. You know, the energies are so vibrant that it makes me just keep moving all the time.
Do you like the restlessness here? Because Shahrukh ने एक बहुत अच्छी बात बोली थी. I mean, I heard him somewhere where he said, मैं अगर plane में, flight में भी travel करता हूँ, तो I don't like to recline and sit. I always am all on the go वाला feel रहता है, which I see qualities of the same in you also. Restless होके भी then you are in action.
It's the mental state basically, right? It's not that moment that where you just want to rest right now. You're not that tired. It's just that mind is saying you're tired, you want to rest now. But the mind is saying, I'm not tired because there's a goal. And there's a specified time to achieve that. And if you don't achieve that in a particular time, then what's the point in achieving it after 10 years also? हर चीज को हर एक टाइम पे चीज होनी चाहिए ना. So that achievement to hold that thing, that goal into a derived time with a plan of action is something which is very, very yeah, it gives me that kick कि चलना यार चलते हैं. You know, अभी तक वो achieve नहीं हुए हैं चीजें. And then the minute you are closer to that also, by the time you reach there, and there's something else right in front there again. So that thing keeps going on, yeah. I mean, between very, very simple, if you are at an X stage and the doctor is talking to you and you're saying, I'm not well, he will just say, okay, take these vitamins and please keep moving for an hour every day. Right? So movement is something which is so essential. It's just so essential.
And you molded yourself to what the city needs.
Oh, yeah. This city has got that energy.
So coming from one metro to another, you have been seen as a leader in what you do. So what is your leadership mantra?
This is the city where I've grown, or is that the city where I was brought up and still growing over there also?
ये आपका कर्म भूमि है अभी तो.
Yes, that was the karma bhumi of mine when I was staying in Delhi. Almost 35 years.
Okay.
I was also working over there, and you know everything was moving on the same length. जिसे बोलते हैं आप, यहाँ पे भी वही है. It's just the same. The level of, because over a period of time when you are at an X stage, आपके कुछ सोच is something very different. You know, उस समय desires बहुत होती हैं, ख्वाहिशें बहुत होती हैं, and you're running after that without even understanding whether they are worth it or not. But then over a period of time, you start understanding that what life is all about, what is important, what is not important, are there certain extra baggages or not, and then you start becoming a little more into a form which can say, no, I don't need those things. All right. Something which is very clear is, this is what I have to achieve, that's all. Baggages are not required then. So those were the times when we were growing up. Everybody, I don't know, but for me, for sure, I would run after everything, thinking that if this is what success is, I must do that, and this is what success is, मैं ये भी करूँगा, मैं वो भी करूँगा. Till the time I started understanding, yeah, success मिलना नहीं है, it's a journey. The minute you achieve one thing, the next thing is right there to still keep moving. It's a journey, man. ये एक permanent destination नहीं है. So when I came in over here and I understood this part, that that what people talk about success, that means you have to be on a journey now. You don't have to pause. You don't have to. Yeah, you can pause, take a rest, breathe, but keep moving. And that's what I love about this city. They're so vibrant.
You fall down, you get up, you still keep doing it. That is what
life is all about, my friend. I got this inspiration also. I used to watch when I was in school, and this guy Sylvester was coming up with the Rocky series.
Right.
And when I saw the first Rocky series movie, and then there's Rocky 2, I just loved it. In the first movie, the guy was not even aware of his destination, what he wants. He never even thought that he will be into.
People rejected him so many times.
Correct.
And he's one guy who had one side of his face paralyzed.
Paralyzed also, yeah, and doing that. But the thing of him going on, and that's what he displayed in that movie also, that whenever you're going to be achieving something, life is going to hit you down, right? But you got to get up and still achieve it. You know, it's not about that you have got down and you've lost it. When you've not got up is when you've lost it. So he would always get up and he will achieve it. And then that movie became part and parcel of my life, you know, the whole thought process of this movie. And I started working like that only. Maybe 75-80% I'm a failure in my life, all right? But that's okay, na? I'm happy that in 20% also, I'm content with what I have and I'm still achieving for more.
Yes.
You know, when you see India-Pakistan match and we would say, Sachin, हर बॉल पे 6 नहीं लगता है सचिन का.
क्या बात है.
He doesn't hit a 6 at every ball. That doesn't matter that. But as long as the India wins, that's the important part. So at some part of your life, you do fail, yeah? That's okay. But as long as you continuing with your journey, that is what is important now. The achievement at the end is not about I must achieve it in that particular time, and if I didn't achieve it, I will never. No. It's not like that. For 100% sure, I understand one thing: for failure, and after that, the next chapter is success. You know, if you haven't failed, you will not even learn also, no?
You won't know what is success.
Correct. So I kept moving, watching that movies, and then I myself went into different formats of from our personal life, also gymming aspect, and I kept imbibing that what that guy used to talk, how he used to think. Yeah, made a lot of difference to my life. Yeah, he made a lot of difference to my life, I must say.
So Stalin is an inspiration.
Never give up, kind of a thing. Whatsoever, you got to move on.
Right.
That's all.
So, if I had to look at the Delhi boy, I saw some pictures of yours. तो तभी वाला भी वो मतलब थोड़ा है ना फिल्म वाला फील था आपको ऐसे काफी लोग सोचेंगे कि अगर ये बंदा आया है दिल्ली से तो he is the one who probably is trying to is come here to try his hand in movies because so actor वाला फील था आप में तभी भी तो अब नहीं था आप वो कोशिश में आए ही नहीं
even my dreams also and I never ever thought about to going to
movies or cinema.
Yes, couple of when I came in over here and I did have some assignments related to modeling and all, but that was only to push a particular subject, okay, a product, something for this thing. But it didn't excite me that I must join this industry.
So you were focused on what you wanted to get into, like you knew what is the industry.
Yes, at some point of time, I maybe initially I had no realization. I just wanted to be successful, or I just wanted to be rich. I want to make some money. Yeah, but those things are always there when you're growing up with your life. Till time you have that filter coming in that what exactly do you need? You know. Whom do you call friends, right? What is the definition of success that you have? What is the definition of a family? Everything changes with the time when you're growing up, you know. So that's a process that you go through. Even if I tell somebody to be like that, but when that person experiences, oh, acha hai na, jada hai, he will be able to do a better job on that because he can relate to what I'm talking to at that moment.
Right now, when you're sitting here, somebody who looks so sharp and fit like you, what are the essentials which you don't want to compromise on? मतलब ये feel चाहिए करके. And I've seen you like change from somebody, and at this age and time, you dedicate your time, your energy to looking like this. What is the thing which you say, ये मैं इस चीज को compromise नहीं करूँगा? So parties जाना है वो सब, you keep your health first, right?
100%, Kamlksh. One thing I understood over this journey also, that if you are mentally and physically in a good shape and a state, your outcomes will be better always.
In everything
that you do. So gymming is not about making just about making a body or something. I always looked at it that it really got me disciplined to a particular thing.
Okay.
Right? Beat it whatsoever happened, whether it's I've come home a bit late at a party or from work, or I've not been able to go because I have certain meetings to attend, early morning, whether it's raining, right? It doesn't stop me from that. At one point of time, that mind is so awake by 4:30 in the morning, I must get up. I got to go somewhere. I've got a commitment. So maybe the commitment is not with the world now. That means it's a commitment with yourself. First I must learn to respect myself. Only when you know how to respect yourself, will you be able to respect others now. अगर ये आपको मालूम ही नहीं है, and you keep saying I do respect you, and you're not respecting yourself.
बात है.
It doesn't make sense now.
Yes.
So things like that is very focused that once you're disciplined, then you will respect yourself on your personal front. When you're at work, you will first respect the designation, the job profile that you're holding, and you will give 100% that rapport is being maintained even at work or even at the personal front. You're heading the family or you're heading an organization. if you're in a right state of mind, then only you will be able to take a right decision. So over a period of time, I even got into think that be constant, right? It's like when you're watching a movie, the scenes keep changing.
Okay.
There's an emotional a scene with a lot of frustration. There's a revenge. There's everything. But you're still sitting at one seat and watching a movie. You don't shift your chair and go and sit on the next to watch a next scene.
Right.
You're constant. That means you must be able to practice that, irrespective whatsoever is happening in your life, ups and downs. But they are momentary. You be constant. You be stable. Do not jump on things. Some very happy news has come in and you're jumping like that, and the next minute there's something sorrowful thing which has come across, and now you're sitting down and sobbing like a kid. Come on, relax. Be constant. Relax. Breathe all the time. Watch a movie. Like that's what life is going on. Watch it up. And the scene is going to change after a while. But you don't change.
So you mean to say you should just allow the things which are happening, you know, this is a part and parcel of life. Just watch it.
Correct.
Like a movie.
Correct. Like in an organization, I've got to achieve some certain figures maybe.
Okay.
To earn the revenues and something. And there are times, moments when those figures are not being, because of certain reasons. Not in your hand, beyond your control also, things are happening in the world. But that shouldn't bother you. You should breathe, all right? Wait for that opportunity to come in. When the time is right, strike it up. Right? Work with double the energy, double the force, and those time when things were not working, make your plans correct at that time, that when the time comes in, I must move with that plan now because it's going to yield results. So there are times when I'm doing a certain thing, it's not yielding results. I don't sit back on that and I keep working on it. No, I must look at the other direction now. You know, and I must focus at that time. When the time comes in, I'll come back and I'll pick it up from there. No? What's the point of wasting that energy over there at that time? It's not going to make sense. It's not working right now because the time is not correct or the things which are supporting are not there. But breathe, don't stop, look at the other angle, keep working that side. When this moment comes in, go back. This will also get lifted up. So then you're in a continuous journey. Na? You're not sitting. Okay, let me sit and relax and wait for the time to come in. No, it won't happen. Right? You got to change your mindset and see what other angles are there, and I keep pushing that side up. And it will automatically one day come up.
क्या बात है? When I go back to the question, looking sharp and fit, आप तो पंजाबी मुंडे हो और तो cheat day क्या होता है फिर उसमें?
At the age of maybe 20 or 30 years of age, that time I would look at that I want to build my body.
Okay.
Today, when I am today at 57, I've crossed up, I look at retaining my body.
Okay.
So, building is not a very difficult task. Right? Retaining is what requires a lot of effort and a focused, dedicated effort. Then your discipline works. Because you're not going to compete with anybody else, you're just going to be competing yourself every day. So, at some point of time, when you reach a particular stage, in your graphs also, if you look at those graphs and all, there are times when you go very high, and then you go very low, and then you go again high, and then you go in, and it just keeps moving. But there's a time when the graph does not go too high and too low. That's a stagnant. But, okay, now this is what the company, organization, or your health, or whatever it is going to be at this part. So once you're able to understand that aspect of your life, I think you will do even better than what I was doing at the age of 20, 30 or 40 before that.
So I think that has happened to you, isn't it? I think your change happened close to your late 40s, isn't it?
To be more precise, I think it was 2018. All right. Yeah, 5 years back only. So that was the time when I got a little distracted off my tracks, and I had shot up to 92 kgs of my weight.
Okay.
Then the realization walked in because तब भी लोग बोलते क्या लग रहा है आपका you're looking so fit and everything. But somewhere I knew that there's something gone very wrong. And that one day, it was in the June 2018, it was my birthday, and I thought of gifting myself, and I took a present for myself that I am going to change myself now. You know, this is not that Punish who used to get inspired by Rocky. Right, somewhere down the journey, I have deviated from my goal. You know? And then that's where then I gave myself a deadline. 3 months, 90 days was the deadline. And after 90 days exactly, I was on I think I've got 73 kgs of a weight level. My fat content was down. The body was in a better shape. So everything transformed.
In 90 days, you changed yourself.
Yeah, you go through the books also. 90 days is a very good time to transform yourself. You can go to any level. You can go up. You can cut down yourself. You can go down. But now when you say, when is a cheat day? Now those 90 days are no cheat days. They are no cheat days.
That answers my question right now.
Once you achieve that, you will anyways not cheat after that. You will anyways not, because you become so disciplined and you understood that what you have achieved is not so easy. It was a dedicated effort, your plans of actions and your time limit, and you are working day and night towards it. So now after it was somewhere around 3rd October something, when I finished my entire process of 3 months, and when I looked at myself, yes, I could see those things what I was always have a little bit of before, but I doubled it up. You know, carrying 6 to 8 packs, your muscle mass level, everything what people could see, they would see the transformation. But there was one thing which only I knew, which was hair, which couldn't be seen. You know, I had really changed hair, which brought that change.
So the body-mind connection is very necessary. 100%. Very necessary. I think people usually give up after going to the gym. Within 10 days, 20 days, they give up.
Ideally, how strongly you need it is so important. You know, if your passion turns into an obsession, when you eat, breathe, sleep, that goal of yours,
you will get up
then
automatically.
You are on a different level only.
But how do you achieve that? But I think for a normal person, I mean, for you, I mean, getting you as an example, you're busy with your hectic work thing also. The work is hectic. You manage a big organization. So how do you manage? For somebody says, यार मेरे को time ही नहीं मिलता यार gym करने का, तो time तो 24 घंटा सबको मिलता है.
So that means that guy can never hold a bigger organization. When you got to get something getting in your way, I told you, you're very passionate about a certain thing. That's one thing. And you enjoy working when in an organization or at the gym or wherever, when you are with the friends, you're enjoying something, you're passionate and you're not tired of it. A transformation is when you're obsessed with it.
So you need to have obsessed with what you want to do.
Yeah. So something when that turns into an obsession, that means for sure now you're on that path that is going to be achieved. Otherwise, you're just enjoying that journey. I'm very passionate about what I'm doing, so I'm not tired. And people ask me, how come, sir, you subah bhi gym jate hain, evening 7, 8 o'clock, your energy hasn't depleted. But my friend, why would my energy deplete? When I'm enjoying what I'm doing, I would be on a much better zone now. I'm having fun at work. I'm loving it. But then there are moments when they come in that you got to achieve now. And there's a plan of action and time limit decided. Then you step up to that level of obsession. If you have not, then it's still you're enjoying whether you get it or not get it, but you're happy working. But that achievement into that particular zone is a different aspect only. And I love it. Abhi wo ek nasha sa hai. You know, the minute people say, excuse me, sir, I have a problem. Listen, dude, there's nothing called problem.
Hmm.
It's your mind saying it's a problem. I say it's a challenge. Let's overcome it.
Hmm.
Problem is that it's not in my control. Now you help me out. You're looking for support. Whereas you are capable enough. Why do you need a support? You're capable enough. That's a challenge. Cross that hurdle. It's so easy, and then the mind changes and it's all right. I'm gonna cross the hurdle. So whether we call it an obsession or we call it a positive way of thinking or channelizing your energy into something that you are really looking at to achieve it. Yeah, the ballpark figure is all about that only. This is what the goal setting is all about. A mental health, when I look at from our prospect, when I look into from my organization prospect, or when I look at it from my personal friend, right? In both the cases, the answer is one simple thing. I say in an organization or the head of the family, all right, should be always in a better state, be physical or mental. Correct? That means once you're in a better state, your delivery of everything, of every decision making also is going to be much better. Imagine I've got a stomach ache or I've got a toothache and I've got to take a decision and this thing is irritating me. A toothache is irritating me. Or an acidity is irritating me. I'm not feeling well, okay, and I'm supposed to take a decision. Do you think I'll be so focused while taking it up?
Right.
See, the words look physical in that having a toothache, a body ache and all seems physical, but then it's affecting you mentally. Right? So I would say that a kid of a 20 years or 30 years should not look for so much going to the gym because the energy level is different, but it's the senior level people who should look after themselves much more from a physical aspect, because if physically you find your mental level is just perfect. Now, looking at other aspect is you have to choose your people very wisely.
People around you.
Around you, right? You got to generate also that kind of energy that people should be able to absorb that. Sit with people who are a little more positive. Sit with people who are more knowledgeable than you are. I believe that you used to be something into Bollywood. You were a DJ or something before, correct? I've heard about it, correct? Now, I have no idea about this concept of the console and everything. But if I sit with you, I'll surely learn it up.
Right.
I must sit with people. We all must do that. Sit with the people of a higher platform. There are no gossips there. That conversations are different.
Right.
How to take things more forward is what is being discussed. You're always learning to be proactive. You are enlightening yourself to have a vision to see the end beforehand. Those things are also very important, which is all related to your mental health. So there are a lot of times when you see that this work is not being done and things are not moving right, and you say, "Oh shit, man, this is not going to work. I give up. I give up." Right? That's a mental health. That's sickness. Why are you giving up? You are not at fault. It's just that circumstances are not correct. So wait, na. Breathe. Have some patience, and redo it again. You'll see the success walking.
You feel the physical workout helps you to settle yourself? That is important. Any kind of physical work.
Yeah, but the physical starts from mental. Only if I think and I have to go to do something, the journey starts from here only. Na? Then if a command comes in, my finger moves, my hands moves, my legs move. If there is no command, how will it move?
How do you command yourself?
Yeah, so it's a practice that you got to get into it.
You have to. I said that 90 days is very crucial. And then it becomes an automatic thing.
Kamlksh, everybody has desires. ख्वाहिशें सबके पास हैं. But कब तक वो ख्वाहिश रहेगी? That's your choice. You got to make a correct one. If you put a plan of action, say suppose I want to buy a Bentley, correct? Now that's a desire that I have. But that will be desire because I don't know when will I buy, but one day I will buy na. That's how it will be. That one day I will buy it up. But if I decide that I'm going to buy a Bentley in the next 3 years, but how will you do it? Okay. So maybe when I go, they need an X amount as a down payment, and the banks give me a loan, and I'm earning this much and I'm saving this much. I do my calculation and say, all right, maybe I can afford to pay an EMI for the next 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, because I've planned it out that where my money is coming up, and I've given it a deadline. Should it be for 3 years or 5 years? Now suddenly that desire has become a goal.
Right.
The desire has become a goal. So 101% then I'll have a Bentley there at my house or office for me to drive it up. Just by desiring that I will have a Bentley one day, I will never have it.
You have to work towards it. You have to set the right.
You got to make your desires convert into a goal. We all have desires, right? And we grew up like that only. There were times when you want to do something, you just got carried away by people telling you certain things. Ki this won't happen, hota nahi hai.
ये तो सब लोग बोलते हैं ना, ये नहीं हो सकता.
But we do get carried away. At the gym also, when I used to work out, people would say, ये नहीं होएगा. Then I would add extra weight, or I would say, I'm going to transform myself. So people would say, नहीं होएगा तेरे. And I would say, in myself, तुझसे नहीं होएगा. I will do it.
वो खुद के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं.
Actually, he's talking about himself, saying that this is not possible. But maybe that's not possible for you. How can you be sure that it's not possible for me?
You have to push yourself to do that, right? That's where it works from here.
Yes. So this is what that mental health that you're talking. Everything that starts from buying a Bentley to a respect for yourself, for your organization, for your family, it starts from a mental health. And then where you start making choices. ये भी अच्छा है. This is also good and that is also good. मेरा भी ये बात ठीक है, तेरा भी बात ठीक है. But the question is, which is a better one? Both are correct, but we have to choose a better one. Correct? It's not the question that who's right. The question is, what is right? That's something which is more important. आप अपनी जगह से जो बात कर रहे हैं वो सही बात कर रहे हैं, because that's the level that you know. मैं जिस लेवल से बात कर रहा हूँ मैं भी सही कर रहा हूँ, because that's the level that I know. But actually में सही क्या है is also to be understood now. And that's mental health. Right. That is mental health. So when people would tell me नहीं होएगा, and I would tell them, no, मेरे से होएगा, and I did it.
सभी लोग ये जज्बा लेके घूमना चाहिए. I mean, they should have that, ना, that what there are things which are possible and होगा करके. So कोशिश तो करो.
So the people who are there at the borders, they're having this in their heart, na. Despite any caste, religion, height, weight, there's one single, and they all work towards that. कौन सही है, बात इसकी नहीं है, सही क्या है, बात उसकी है, and that is what they understand, and then they get into that word called obsession. And today, because of those little people, millions of people are sick. Right. तो उनका एक mental health है, जो उनको बताता है, because of you, ये होके रहेगा, and those people, they guard us so well, so beautifully well. Our Honorable Prime Minister is on the same level today, na? Look at our nation, what it has become today. Our passport has a value. When we go outside and people say, oh, you're from India, they have a different respect for us. Right? Our Honorable Prime Minister made that effort to bring us on that platform also, na? To bring us our identity. It wasn't a fake one. It is actually what we are worth of. That is what is being displayed today to the world. So, is there a war happening, or is there a fight? No, it's just that mental thought of this Prime Minister of ours. The country India, the nation India, is nothing but just power. Power with empathy. You know, everything he has displayed it very right. And look at the way we guys are growing. India is today one of those nations which is be on a different platform. investors from all over the place wants to invest with us today
In the country.
because they have understood the power that we have now. Despite we have not even shown yet.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? But they have understood that what we are worth of. And that is something which is more important. You must be aware of what you're worth of. And you are actually worth of everything. Everything.
Everybody has the power.
100%, sir. 100%.
Coming to the point of, you're talking to Mr. Punish Sharma. So what do you describe as a happy place, as a quiet place, a place to go for your quiet time and relaxation? What do you describe? Is it your home? Is your place out? Is it your workplace? How do you manage the time which you feel should be a relaxing time for you?
Every moment is relaxing.
Okay.
Right? When something is not stressing you, that means you're in a relaxed moment. Correct? Relaxing is you saying where do you find your light from? But there isn't any darkness. Absence of light is darkness. But if you have a light, you're not in darkness. So why will I need a particular place? Because I'm relaxed wherever I am. If I'm working, I'm relaxed because things are just going the way they should be going. Because the plans are there, everything is there, the support system is there, and you are cherishing every minute that you are spending at work. So I'm relaxed. With a better state of mind, you'll be able to come everything out. So I am at a relaxed moment even now also. I don't have to worry about something. When you're worried about something, is the time when you say, okay, I need some relaxed moments.
Okay.
Right? I'm even relaxing right now, yeah. I'm at.
How do you achieve that?
How do I achieve that? Right?
And this is see, I'm asking you the question because everybody would have a different perspective about this.
Correct.
बोलेगा कि जो रिलैक्सेशन मेरा यार मैं तो इधर इतना काम कर रोज ट्रेन में धक्के लेके काम पे जा रहा हूँ. So relaxation is different for different people. That's my opinion. But for the common man, what is the kind of small tip would you give to say कि ये simple है आप भले I mean if you go in a local train, the people who do this bhajan and all that they are made as themselves so active.
Correct.
So that is relaxation in a crowded environment also. As you said, if I have to take this as a yogic perspective, you are relaxed all the time, and I see a yogi in you in this. So you don't follow those methods though, but you have created your own method to understand that relaxation can be every time. What is the tip would you
100%,
give?
because see just now the way you said that people going in a train and they're sitting and having bhajans. Right? So they are into that zone where things are not worrying them right now. They're not even bothered about something. They're just bothered about the moment that they're into, and they want to have the best of it. And I say, if you apply the same formula when you get off the train and go home or go to work, even if you're with your friends and all everybody, you should be looking at that what is your karma. You be a karma yogi, na? Like in my case, it's not that I'm against a dharma or something, but my wife takes care of that part. तो वो करती है, मेरे को भी फायदा हो जाता है उससे. You know, I also get the benefit out of it. But the efforts that I put in and the things when I get back in return, so I'm happy that all right, I did my right karmas. For me, karma is nothing to do with the external world or something from some outer space or something. Karma is something what you have done it and you're going to be looking at it. So when I started working towards a particular goal, I started working towards my particular budget, my revenue figures, my anything, or for my family also, and they're going like that only. I'm relaxed now. A little ups and downs but that's okay. You don't bother about it only. Then over a period of a decade, all right. Today in Mumbai, by I think so by this November I should be completing 2 decades.
In Mumbai.
Okay. Right. And in 20 years of this thing, seriously, this city kept me alive. And I was much more happier being alive, in a better state by being alive, because if you're alive, you will have ups and downs. Thank you so much. I'm not a dead man that I've got no ups and downs. So you should think about it, that thank you that you're alive now. So that's even being relaxed. Don't explain a person. So you have a problem? Yes. Thank God you're not a dead man. Oh yeah, thank you so much. dead men are lying down into the graveyard, they have no problems. So then when a person looks from that angle, suddenly he realizes, oh yeah, at least I'm alive. So he's relaxed, okay, I'm not dead. And I'm realized that my karmas are paying me up. Premium मेरे को वो भी मिलता है, my wife, whatever she does, the thing.
Dharma she does, she's the Dharma Patni, that's why.
So that karma towards dharma that she's doing, I'm also equally getting something out of it. And this karma that I'm doing, according to dharma, she's also getting something out of it. So we are in that state of joy and relaxation only. Both of us are complementing each other. We are content as a small family. We are happy. So she takes care of her area and I take care of my area. We both are doing perfectly okay and we both are relaxed. So from anybody, whether it's for any person in Mumbai, if you start enjoying what you're doing, not getting too bothered about things, unnecessary things, you start carrying those baggages then. If you don't have those baggages, you're a relaxed person. Correct? So people have to have this level of understanding. When they try to get something what they're not very comfortable with, then that is a stress. Then that worries them. But if things are not worrying you, bingo, you're in a good state.
Sounds very good. From Delhi to Mumbai, and what is the biggest achievement you feel you have had in your professional life? And what more do you look forward to from here on? Because you are a go-getter, you are the kind of person who said, never give up kind of character, a person like that. Right from what are the achievements? What is that you're looking forward to?
Mumbai, when I walked in, 36 years and 36 years plus some months I was there. So a journey from to this time, my things have changed. Initially, I would look at achieving some money and some part of other things, and for a couple of 2, 3, 5 years, I was actually on that zone only that I must achieve this and I must achieve this, but I never had that thought process that what have you achieved? Have you ever enjoyed that also or not? Maybe you got a certain big house or an expensive dress to wear, but have you even worn that? Have you ever enjoyed that dress that you wore? Or at the house, have you ever had a dinner with all of them together? So many things changed over a period of time. So initially, I would look for something, but today, probably quality matters to me. A good quality I should have, be it of my food, be it of my friend circle, be it of my thought processes, be it of anything. Right? The quality matters. Over a period of time, probably I was having this awareness I worked towards is that maybe I was able to earn a lot of credibility.
Okay.
The rest follows after that. Whatever I have given my words, I will make it a point that I must live up to it. So over a period of time, then that thing starts showing up. That your word makes a difference because people believe you. And now when they accept you, they follow what you want to tell them. They absorb what I'm trying to tell them also. Things are on a better space then. So today, quantity and things, एक वक्त था जब I would look for those things. होता है हर एक के साथ. Right? But then you reach a time when that contentment walks in. Not that I still don't need something. If it comes in my way, I'm okay. But if it doesn't come in, I'm still okay. Detachment kind of a thing is where you say, it's not that you are away from something. It means that probably when something is not there, it doesn't affect you only. Correct? So that's how I start looking at that. If I'm able to get that, that's okay. What will I do if suppose I'm okay if I travel in a small car or a big car? Is the distance going to be the same?
Right.
Right? अभी मैं कुछ भी है, मैं अगर एक ऑटो वाले को बोलता हूँ, चल सर कैन यू टेक मी टू मे बी नेक्स्ट स्टेशन भांडुप चलिए मेरे साथ, एंड इफ ही सेज नो and he doesn't stop, which often happens in Mumbai, रिक्शा वाले को रुकता नहीं है फिर वो कई बार. What are you going to tell me? Listen, look at me. I've got this power. I'm this. And he will say, it doesn't bother me. Go away. I'm not going to take you.
Right.
पर सर वो ऑटो तो आप चला रहे हैं, मैंने आप आ रहे थे, मैंने हाथ दिया, आप रुके भी हैं. हाँ, मेरे को नहीं लेके जाना है आपको.
Coming to my question about the achievement part of it, you believe that your networking has become your achievement also?
Credibility is something which always works, my friend.
You're not looking at the trophies you have won. You're talking about your credibility is very important.
It's just so important. People don't believe suddenly in what you're saying. People believe in your actions. And they are so important. आपके actions जब हर बार लगातार वही रहते हैं, in any state, in any state that you are in, that's where then you earn it. And it takes a decade at least to build that up. You know, it just might get shattered in one day. But today, it just, when you are building it up, it's a slow process. And you've got to remain the same what you are. You stick on to your words, you stick on to your principles, you stick on to your value system. Then that credibility is earned. Lot of effort.
You are a part of a very large organization. You run it in a certain way. So, all these years of association with staff and colleagues definitely leads to a friendship beyond your workspace. How do you manage to draw the line between personal life and professional life?
Of course, when I'm at work, I'm low on a little EQ. Okay. Yes, I do have a empathy factor, 100%, right? I do keep it there. But I have to be a little stronger on an IQ level.
Okay.
When I look at the other side of my life, probably EQ works more over there.
Okay.
You know.
Can you emphasize on that?
I got a target. I got something to achieve.
At the professional level.
At the professional level. People will have multiple reasons why it can't be done. Somebody will say because of this X, and somebody will say because of Y, and somebody will say because of Z. I do empathize, but at the end of the day, an organization is supposed to meet a target, because the organization also has some expenses towards it. Correct? And I've got to ensure that I must earn to spend. What's the point in the business when you're not earning, you're spending only? It's better to shut it off. I would be the first person who can analyze this and say, close this up, it won't work. Correct? But when you go on a family side, you can't say it won't work. You will make an extra effort, because that's something not related to your finance. That's related to something else. That's related to your heart. But the work is all related to your mind. So I have to do, not question that who's right. What is right for the organization, I must do that now. And when I'm looking at the personal front, over there also, I must do what is correct as a husband or as a father. I must do that, what is correct. But I must think it from here. So there are two things we're looking at, but both of them will have something in common, is that you are going to be the leading force behind it, and you have to manage at all angles and come out with the best results. So where the heart is required, use that. Where the mind is required, use that. Organization is all about making profit, but profit is not a dirty word when made ethically. There's nothing wrong in making profit. We are all into business to do something. We put our sweat, we put our blood, we put our every moment to make that organization grow. And if I'm earning something out of it, of course, that's my right. I'm not even saying that give me the money because I need it. No, I've earned it. So when I've earned it, I have all the right to think from my brain path that how will it work in a best situation to get the best result out of it. So an IQ and EQ levels have to be understood. Where are you implying what? Empathy, 100%, wherever you are.
Both sides.
You both have to.
What are the best takeaways from you, from the life lessons you learned, the highs and lows? What is the takeaway you would like to give people,
I've been sitting with a couple of people, we've been discussing, talking, and sometimes I keep picking up things and all. Today, after the COVID, the world is altogether different dimensions, all right? Things have become digitally very, very progressive, all right? Something what I understand that a lot of kids, they have a desire. There are a lot of people who come to me and all, I want to be at a certain position or the top one in the next 5 years, but that's simply not possible. I know it, but that's how the world is all about. There's desires and which are moving on. If I scrutinize, I say to the younger generation, who are moving in right now, you must understand that if you are of a age group of say 20 and 30, you must not, or you rather should choose a boss that you're working for.
Okay. You can repeat that again so that we are very clear about this.
Okay, to be more precise, 20 to 30 does not mean that you should pick up an organization. I would rather say you should pick up the boss that you're working for.
Okay.
Because if you are under the shadow of a right person, you will get the right mentorship and you will get the right direction, right? Today, organization, you are not going to buy that organization here. मेरे को भी मैं चाय का दुकान तो खरीद नहीं सकता अभी बाहर. So why am I looking bothered for what organization are you in? You must look at that. Is your boss good enough that you will grow into that mentorship? So I would say these kids should look after that when they are 20 to 30. Now, when you're 30, you've got some experience. All right, you can try now doing something. Because when you were thinking of 2022, I want to do a business or something, then that's not the right time because you don't even have an experience. So now you have a 10 years of experience, so 30 to 40, you can try if you want to do something. Why not? Try it out and grow it up. When you're at the age of 40, then you must understand you have a 20 years of experience behind you. Then you should focus on doing what is the best in you.
By then you gained experience.
Because you spent 20 years, man. तो 20 साल में जो आपकी काबिलियत बहुत है ना, उसको यूज करो. Because that will take you to another level only. You emphasize more on that. When you are now on a 50, you also owe another generation coming up. So you must plan yourself and contribute something in their life.
Okay.
You must mentor them. You must guide them. You must support them in the direction.
You should become more inclusive.
Correct. And then say when you're 60, go back. Your family needs you, right? Your contribution is spending. So maybe you have got grandchildren at that time. You must enjoy that also. So very few people have got everything lined up into the right way. But something which is very important is you must first learn and then earn. You can't earn without learning. So 20 to 30.
The learning should go on still, but
100%. It will go on because the trends keep changing. Waqt badalta hai. There are laws which keep changing. Technology has come into very big way today. So it's a never-ending process. Of learning is a never-ending process. So all the while, I had no news about the path that you are traveling on to. Okay. Till the time I came and you mentored me, and I was a 20 years old kid at that time. I had to sit down and listen to you. I have to keep my mind open. So then when you taught me something or when you explained about something, I did walk that journey also.
Right.
Because that's also I just wanted to experience because I've never been on that side. So there was somebody who still had to come in at this age also, I had to be a 20 years old kid with an open mind to absorb something that you were giving me.
Achha, so to give some context on this, Punish sir and we have kind of walked the path. We went to the ashram, Sadhguru's ashram, and that's what he's talking about right now. Just to clarify what the topic is all about. So
yeah. Because that thing of save the soil, what the campaign was going on was fascinating me, and I wanted to understand that how does the entire thing works according to him, what he's saying. So Sadhguruji was explaining people that this is so important. Being grounded is so important. So I had never been on things like that. Till the time one day we were sitting, and then you just opened up a topic like this, and I was quite curious to even learn at that time also that what is this about. So I did travel that a journey with you to Chennai, and yes, I absorbed a lot of things.
Coimbatore.
To Coimbatore, yes, we went, and it was an experience for me. So life will keep teaching you till the end. The choice is always yours.
You have to keep opening yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
New learning, and also keep yourself open. Keep yourself. There's no age where the learning stops.
100%.